look at the one that just showed his tail to us, and I see him. He's right there. Right there. You see him? Oh, look at that. There he is.
Blair, there they are right there at 1 o'clock. Black drum, tail.
Is it a redfish? Sure looks like a red. We're in the no motor zone today with Captain Travis Tanner. We got some big black drum right out in front of us. We're going to see if we can show you one of these Mogan fish. These things are giant. These things are giant. They're all running about 28 to 30 pounds. Look at me, I'm shaking like a leaf. It just don't get no better than this in the wintertime.
There he is.
He's on it. Yep, he's on it. There he is, brother. Yes, sir, brother. That's a big old black drum there now. Nice fish. Good spot on that, Travis. Great spot. Yeah, it's rough getting around the camera, guys. Lose more fish that way. You gotta like the Power Pro, though.
That would have been mono, that would have been history, right?
Yes,
there.
it would have, definitely. Thanks on that, Travis. Yeah, one thing I've noticed here, Travis, is the crowds. You know, it's so crowded up here, I tell you. I don't know where you could find a spot to fish.
Well, we're the only ones on the water today.
I think you're right. That's one thing you usually can't do in the summertime, is come out and target these big black drum on the flats like this. The wintertime, the cold weather, that's the time you got to do it. You know, they really don't pull real hard like a redfish does, real fast runs. This one's making a liar out of me, but you know, they do real hard runs. They're real broad fish, a lot broader than a redfish. But the same family, though, you bring them up and they just drum. Even a speckled trout, what do we call speckled trout, spotted sea trout, they're in the drum family too. Again, he's got me almost down to the backing, kind of like talking like fly rod fishing there. But what I'm talking about there is this Power Pro. What I got on there is about 15-20 yards of like 10-pound test monofilament, and then I fill it up the rest of the way with Power Pro, and then down to my leader. And the reason I do that is you don't have to put, you know, this stuff's so thin, the diameter's so small, you can put just a ton of it on. And you can use that, use your mono in the back as like filler. God, this guy's got some shoulders on him.
Yeah, he does. Look at that weight.
And as you can see, we've got a true Mogan on the end of the line here. Fishing back up here where I used to come as a kid, I tell you what, brings back some old memories. You know, people used to talk about the good old days, Travis, and y'all out there, about the good old days. You put in a little bit of work, you get yourself a canoe, and you can pull all the way up here in the no motor zone and experience something like it's as close as you can get to what it used to be like. I tell you what, these fish
No doubt about it. That's what it's all about. Big fish out here in the no motor zone, Blair.
No doubt. Nice black drum. This is probably my biggest black drum from up here. As a kid, we used to come up here and catch them, you know, 5-10 pounds, take them home and eat them. Perfect eating size. Look at the size of the head on that thing. Would you look at the head on that? Uh-oh, he's wrapped. Be real careful right now. Yikes. You know, this thing's going to be fun when we get him into the boat, Travis.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing like a tug of war with a Mogan in the morning. You gotta love black drum fishing, man. Catching Mogans. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's land this fish, Travis. Yeah, look at the head on this thing. You know, it's wintertime now, and these fish, this is the best time of year to come up and get these big fish up here on the flat. For some reason, when it's cold, they like it in the deep water. And give me a, oh, did you see that?
Oh,
that thing was barely in there, just barely in his lip. See,
the fish is meant to be yours, Blair.
That barb wasn't even in there. Yeah. Now that is a black drum. Nice fish.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. It's wintertime now, and they're coming up here on the flats to scavenge for what, crabs and clams that come up and die. Like from the wintertime, they'll come up and the clams will open up on the bottom and they'll sit around and root around for those. But they're a member of the drum family, as you can hear him drumming. And I tell you what, these things just always amaze me. Big old ugly, ugly, ugly fish. Let's get him back in the water here.